We're going to review our divisibility rules and then we're going to be on page 25. But I just want to look, first I want to focus on 2, 5, and 10. For 2, 5, and 10, all you have to do is look at the last digit. If it's divisible by 2, or if 2 is a factor, then that means it is even. So it has to end in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. If it's divisible by 5, you have to look at the last digit and it has to end in a 5 or a 0. And if it's divisible by 10, you look at the last digit and it has to end in a 0. Now 3 and 9 are a little bit trickier. 3 and 9 you have to add the digits, and we'll do some examples in just a moment so you will know what we're talking about, but we have done this before. So you'll add the digits. Okay, 6, you have to look to see if 2 and 3 are factors. Now this will make much more sense in just a minute. If you'll go ahead and look at page 25 of your ISN, we're going to do some examples together. Okay, we're going to be looking at this page, and I know it's kind of blurry on here, but the easiest thing to tell first is it divisible by 2, 5, and 10? Because as we talked about earlier, all you have to do for 2, 5, and 10 is look at the last digit. Okay, so for example, number 1 says 4,095. All we have to do is look at the last digit. That is a 5. Is that even? No, it is not even. So we are going to X that out. It is not divisible by 2. Does it end? Now we're going to check, is it divisible by 5? Does it end in 5 or 0? Yes, it is. Okay, what about 10? Does it end in 0? No, it is not divisible by 10. Now we need to check for 3 and 9. To check for 3 and 9, you're going to have to add the digits. So we're going to add 4,095, we're going to add 4 plus 0, and that is 4. And then 4 plus 9 is 13, and 13 plus 5 is 18. To check if 3 is a factor of 4,095, or 4,095 is divisible by 3, we look, can 3 go into 18? Is 3 a factor of 18? Well, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yes, it is. So therefore, if 3 goes into that 18, 3 goes into 4,095. We use that same 18 to figure out if it's divisible by 9. Does 9 go into 18? Yes, it does. Then 9 goes into 4,095. Now, I know it doesn't talk about 6, but if we thought about 6 as another column here, okay, I just looked to see are 2 and 3 factors. Well, 3 is a factor, but 2 is not, so 6 is not. Okay, now let's look at the next one, 8,170. Okay, first we're going to check for 2, 5, and 10. All we have to do is look at what it ends in. It ends in 0. Is that even? 0 is even, so therefore it is divisible by 2. Does it end in a 5 or 0? Yes, it's a 0, so it's divisible by 5. Does it end in 0? Yes, so it is divisible by 10. Now we need to check, is it divisible by 3 and 9? To do that, we're going to add the digits. So 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 plus 7 is 16. Well, is 3 a factor of 16? No, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We don't get to 16. So therefore, 3 does not go into 8,170. Does 9 go into 16? No, it does not. So it doesn't go into 8,170. And if we look at 6, 2 and 3, are they both factors? No, so therefore 6 is not a factor. Let's look at the next one. 2,685. To check for 2, 5, and 10, I look at the last digit. It is 5. Is that even? No, so 2 is not a factor. Or it is not divisible by 2. That's the same thing. To check for 5, does it end in 5 or 0? Yes, it does. It ends in 5, so it is divisible by 5. Does it end in 0? No, so it is not divisible by 10. Now, to check for 3. 2 plus 6 is 8, plus another 8 is 16, plus another 5 is 21. Is 3 a factor of 21? Yes, 3 goes into 21 evenly. So therefore, 3 is a factor of 2,685, or 2,685 is divisible by 3. What about 9? Does 9 go into 21 evenly? No, therefore 9 does not go into 2,685 evenly. To check for 6, are 2 and 3 factors? Nope. Alright, let's look at the next one, 534. First thing we're going to do is look at the last digit. It is 4. Is that even? Yes, so it is divisible by 2. Does it end in a 5 or 0? No, so it's not divisible by 5. Does it end in in 0? No, so it is not divisible by 10. What am I going to do to check for 3 and 9? I am going to add my digits. 5 plus 3 is 8, and 8 plus 4 is 12. Does 3 go into 12? 3, 6, 9, 12. It sure does. So it is divisible by 3. Does 9 go into 12? No, it doesn't. 9, 18. So it's not divisible by 9. But let's check 6. Are 2 and 3 factors? Yes. So therefore, yes, it is divisible by 6. Okay, we're going to do one more before you do some on your own. 609. First thing I'm going to do is look at the last digit. Is it even? Nope. Not divisible by 2. Does it end in 5 or 0? Nope. Not divisible by 5. Does it end in 0? Nope. Not divisible by 10. Now I'm going to check to see if it is divisible by 3. To do that, I am going to add the digits. So 6 plus 0 is 6, and 6 plus 9 is 15. Is 3 a factor of 15? Well, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yes, it is. So therefore, 609 is divisible by 3 because 15 is divisible by 3. What about 9? Does 9 go into 15 evenly? 9, 18. No, it does not. So 9 is not a factor of 609. What about 6? Well, 6 is not going to be a factor of 609, or 609 is not divisible by 6 because 2 and 3 both have to be factors, and 2 is not. Okay, I want you now to spend the rest of your time at this station to work on the rest of them here.